Tony D and Little Joan with your Piney podcast, all things South Jersey. Smash like and subscribe. Thank you for smash liking and subscribing. Thanks for checking out the Pineys. Books 1 through 12 available at Amazon.com. Kindle Unlimited is free. Joan gets a little treat. There you go, Joan. That's yours. Okay, let's get into it. As always, I'm going to do the crime. A little bit of crime today. Lots of politics. Tons of politics. So excuse that. But don't worry. I always end with some tasty food. First up, don't approach. Millville police search for dangerous suspect. Looks like he's in a Wawa there. They're looking for an armed robbery suspect. And they're asking for the help in identifying him. He looks kind of like the Can You Hear Me Now guy. He's fallen on hard times, maybe. He did an armed robbery of a Wawa on Saturday in Millville. Seriously? That you can't get a lot of money out of those places. They don't have a lot of cash on hand. They've got all sorts of safes and stuff. Kind of a dumb place to rob, really. Got a million cameras everywhere. Maybe he wants to go to jail. Separate investigations lead to 2 arrests in Atlantic City. Okay. Leading to the recovery of a handgun and cocaine. This is an AC. All right. Millville police say high school security guard had sex with teen student. No, not good. Not good. What the heck is going on in Millville? Both engaged in consensual and non-consensual intercourse. Get out of your mind, dude. 54? Oh, no. Former New Jersey mayor pleads guilty to pattern of official misconduct. This is the former mayor of Ocean Gate, Ocean County. Pled guilty to the crime of pattern of official misconduct. That's a crime? It doesn't even sound like a crime. So, he will not be able to hold public office or employment and may get a potential prison sentence. 66 he is. Another house exploded. What the hell is happening with this? So, it trapped 1, hospitalized 5. Doesn't sound like it killed anybody. This is in North Jersey in West Milford. You know, they keep talking about replacing the lead pipes. What the hell's going on with the gas? I assume this is a gas thing, but you never know. Sometimes it's other things. Sometimes it's fireworks. Sometimes it's a certain drug. More on the West Milford explosion at the Shore News Network. A message for those in New Jersey who don't lock their car and leave keys. What message would that be? You're stupid? I mean, why would you leave your keys in the car? This, like, I don't know, maybe in the 1940s? But very strange. I know people who still do this. They're older and they come from a different time. They don't think their car could ever be stolen. Victim hit with grizzly bear spray in South Jersey shopping center robbery. A masked robber shot grizzly bear pepper spray at another man while stealing his wallet and cell phone at a shopping center in Burlington County. What a way to mug somebody. Jesus. Yeah, that is awful. He had to go to the hospital. Gee, that's just awful. Awful. I don't know. That is just, geez, you could kill somebody. Speaking of which, 12-year-old who brought a gun to school will face no charges due to criminal justice reform. What kind of reform is that? Well, this is Fort Meade, Maryland. What? I thought this was New Jersey. No. Get your act together, Maryland. All right, now we're getting into the politics. New Jersey crack in America's foreign policy apparatus. Talking about Menendez. stepping down from his position as chairman of the Foreign Relations Committee. How long has he been on it? Now, apparently he was taking bribes from Egypt, I guess, to keep that gravy train rolling. In case you don't know it, we give about $1 billion a year to Egypt to keep their military up and running, and essentially in bribes, and so they don't attack their neighbor to the north. I think you know who I mean. You know, he should not be doing that, obviously. He's accused of accepting gold bars, amongst other things. Senator Menendez gains a primary opponent as his calls for resignation grow after indictment. Andy Kim is going to be the challenger. And now they're talking Van Drew is making noise on the Republican side. He could maybe do it. He's a former Democrat. He became Republican. He's got a higher profile than most of the guys down here. He's got a shot. I think because he's a former Democrat more than anything. Menendez draws primary challenger after calling fellow Dems racist. First rule of Race Card Club is you only play it against Republicans. Yeah, it only works against them. This is the only article I found on this. Senator Menendez responds to calls for his resignation with new statement. It's not lost on me how quickly some are rushing to judge a Latino and push him out of his seat. I'm not going anywhere. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's why. Andy Kim is, I don't know what he is. I think he's Korean. He's the guy. He's a Democrat. He's a congressman. On January 6th, he was the guy cleaning up plastic bottles for some reason, and that turned into an article. Senate Majority Whip Dick Durbin joined Schumer in stopping short of calling for Menendez to resign. And this is the problem with the Democratic Party right now. Why wouldn't you? I mean, most of the party is ready to kick him out. It's time to kick him out. At the very least, to save a shred of credibility in your own party. Oh, this didn't load. All right, moving on. More on Menendez. Murphy called for Menendez to resign. Now Murphy is eyeing up a presidential kind of run, I guess, and maybe in 2028 now, or if Biden dies. I just don't say it, but sure. Let him waste his money. I hope he spends his money on the campaign. He won't, but there's one thing I agree on, Phil Murphy. Let's see. Top New Jersey Democrats are calling for the resignation, accused of taking gold bars, a luxury car, and cash in exchange for using his outside sway in the foreign affairs to help the government of Egypt and others. Question is, what's going to happen to Menendez? Probably nothing. He should go to prison for that, if true. He plays the victim again as new federal charges. Are we surprised? No, this is what everybody does. Damning details of Democrat senator's corruption case released. Remember what he said about Trump? Yeah, I do. Psychological projection is defined as a defense mechanism people subconsciously employ to order to cope with difficult feelings or emotion. This is from the Western Journal. Not long ago, Menendez claimed Trump could be compromised by the Russian government. Oh, that's so weird. Sounds like you're compromised by the Egyptian government. At least if you're compromised by the Russian government, you would get more money. Unbelievable. In 2021, after Menendez returned from Egypt, he did a web search for how much is 1 kilo of gold worth, according to prosecutors. Oh, Jesus, dude. These people, they're not up on the internet still. You think they're immune? Man, how damning is that? He's accused of taking gold bars, and he gets back from Egypt and goes, "Ooh, how much is my gold worth?" South Jersey Democrats tell Menendez to go. Smart. These are South Jersey Democrats: Paul Moriarty, Cody Miller. Yeah, these guys are all eyeing an upswing. They're going to take Andy's seat. They're all going to run for Andy's seat, I'll bet. Andy's going to run for his seat, the Menendez seat. These guys are all going to try to take Andy's spot. It's election season. Here's what you need to know about major races in South Jersey. September 23rd, commencement of mail-in ballots. Yeah, I got my mail-in ballots. I'll show up, thank you. October 17th, voter registration deadline for general election. 28th to 5th, early voting period. Halloween is the deadline to apply for mail-in ballot for general. November 6th, deadline for in-person mail-in ballot applications. District 1, available 1 seat, 2 General Assembly seats. Senator Michael Tesla Jr. faces Democrat Charles R. Lasparada, Republican Assemblyman Eric Simonson, and Antoine McClellan face Democrat Demetria White Morris and Eddie L. Biner. And I'm not going to read all the other names because who the hell knows who these people are. But that's my district, the 1st district, the best district. Another New Jersey school board removes state policy on trans students. Another controversial policy removed by another New Jersey. Yeah, it is controversial because you should not hide things from parents. You absolutely should not be involved in this transgender stuff. Schools. First off, is there anybody in school qualified? This is not like a small thing to have gender dysphoria. It's a very complicated thing to diagnose. It could be a lot of different other things. There's a lot of talk about this on TikTok and everywhere else. These kids get caught up in it, and they want to be part of the happening. That's it. They just love the attention. You got to imagine a kid who his parents ignore him. He's one of these kids that acts out. He's in a dysfunctional family. He acts out just to get attention, and then he comes across transgenderism. And the moment he starts entertaining the notion, everybody is paying attention to him. School, the teachers, it forces his parents into a very difficult position if they don't listen to him. Oh man, he's suddenly in control. That's what it's about for, unfortunately, I think the majority of these kids. Which is why the schools should not be touching it. They should say, oh, you're trans? Well, your guidance counselor can send you, give you information on therapy. Therapist in your area, outside the school. Even a qualified school therapist should pass it off. They have hundreds of kids to deal with. It requires a lot of focus to deal with it, to diagnose it. And this idea like, well, we have to hide it because obviously the parents are a bunch of transphobes. That's insane. It's insane to make that assumption. You people are out of control, and you should all be fired. But at least one school, which school is it? Lacey Township Board of Education unanimously voted on a resolution to rescind the district's policy. Bravo. Bravo. Good for you. Meanwhile, mold found in South Jersey schools forces remote learning, building changes, district. This is in Lumberton. Yeah, while you're focusing on all pronouns and all that BS, you got mold in your schools. How about spending the money on that before you get involved in a bunch of nonsense? How about making sure kids aren't being infected with mold and breathing that in? You can die from that. It's no joke. You get the wrong mold, it can be bad, not to mention a huge friggin' lawsuit from all the students and all their parents. Yeah, here's number one, and I've always said this when I was a sub. This is what my rule was, and it was initially the rule when I first started. The number one concern of any teacher is the safety of the students. Getting the wrong pronouns is not a safety issue. Mold is a safety issue. Ventnor pursuing funds for 22 million lead pipe replacement. I don't know. Why don't you just pay for it out of the taxes you already collect? I mean, seems like an important thing. Cumberland County holding community forums on opioid funds distribution. Okay. They'll host a series of community forums to gather public input on how it should use its share of settlement funds for opioid-related lawsuits. Well, I don't know if Ventnor's in Cumberland County. I don't think it is, but maybe you could throw them a few mil for their problem. Seems very serious. I thought you're supposed to use this to keep drugs away from kids. This is Bridgeton, Millville, and Vineland. It sounds like you got quite a crime wave going on in Vineland. Maybe use it to stop that. How about that? Getting into the storm. High winds could delay Ophelia power restoration efforts in New Jersey. Still, I think it's still going on. Getting a lot of rain here now, but it's off and on. The airport in AC broke a daily rainfall record on Saturday. It tripled the previous mark. Wow. 3.67 inches of rain. Neat. The previous record, since it been kept, only goes back to 1943. So, previous record was 1.12 inches in 1975. Oh, I was around for that. Interesting. Ophelia's not so grand finale. When will New Jersey's rain and wind end? I think it's looking like Monday at some point, if not tonight. Luke Bryan forced to cancel farm tour gig over impending weather. Guess he was in New Jersey or... Oh, is it Minnesota? Minnesota had the rain too. Adam Mack scraps festival gig over anti-LGBTQ protest concerns. I wouldn't worry about those lunatics. You know, yesterday I went to Ethan Van Sciver. People were threatening to picket that. No one was there. And no protest anyway. No, there were plenty of people there, but not protesters. It was a good little show. Good little show just for the store, you know. It's a very tiny store over at Stormwatch. Well, I shouldn't say very tiny, but small. There's not a lot of room. There's a lot of comics in that place. But Bob, who runs the store, had a nice layout. Had pizza for people, and they had a good show. People hung out and talked. So yeah, and I got rained out. That's the big news. I got rained out. My event. Where's the coverage of that, cat country? Jay's Crazed Confection brings delicious sweetness to Voorhees Town Center and beyond. Okay, so it's in the mall. I clearly can see that. Oh, that's where the chocolate chip cookie guy was. All right. Do you guys have chocolate chips? Cookies? Because that's what I used to buy there. Those big, giant cookies. Nah, you got a lot of candy, it looks like. Ah, that's fine. Looks nice. Jay's Crazed Confections. I guess you make all that, Jay? This used to be kind of a hot spot in the mall before the food court, which is right nearby, came about. I don't know. The food court and the Echelon's kind of going away. Last time I checked, but I hope you do well, dude. I don't know. The mall these days, not really a thing. Strange New Jersey. New Jersey has an official kid-friendly satanic temple chapter? What? The The temple operates like a normal religious congregation. Yeah, it's really normal. That raises money to aid Ukraine. That's not normal. Fights for reproductive rights of women. Also not normal. And works on helping its members with mental health issues. Yeah, how about for starters, don't join the Satanic Temple? I don't think that's going to be good for your mental health. Has an after-school program. Where the hell is this based out of? It just says New Jersey. I don't see. Well, it's based out of Salem, but says they've got a branch here. I guess. This is stupid. Shouldn't be selling this to kids. Look, if you want to cosplay as a Satanist, go ahead. I don't care if you're an adult, but you're gonna bring kids into it. No, I'm against that. And it's also a religion. I believe you guys claim a religious status. So no thanks. What if the road from Tuckerton to Atlantic City was built? I think Tuckerton would be poorer for it. I think they'd start ripping out all the wetlands in Tuckerton to immediately build a bunch of cheap hotels, and it would suck. So don't do it. Don't build it. Absolutely not. Today, it's a nearly untouched portion of New Jersey, but it could have been filled with houses, lagoons, businesses, a constant hum of human activity during the summer. No. Narrow Great Bay Boulevard, known as the Seven Bridges Road, meanders through the marshes of Little Egg Harbor. Good. Let it meander. Let it meander and never build the road, I say. Who the hell wants that? Looks like they attempted to build it, or did they build it and it was torn down? I don't know. Yeah, I say do not even think about rebuilding that road. Brewery 33 Riverton photo tour targets early fall opening. Brewery 33. Okay, so good. This is in Riverton, directly at the town's Riverline Light Rail Station. That's a good spot. I think that's a good spot. So it looks like they're opening in October. That looks nice. That looks really nice. I mean, the building's a little square. It could have been a little fancier, but looks like they took over a building and refurbished it. But that patio area, that's pretty sweet. Need a fire pit, but I'm sure you got those. Probably portable. Although, I don't know. In the sawdust, can you have a fire pit? Is that a fire hazard? Oh, maybe there's a fire pit there. Kind of hard to see. Looks nice, though. Nice parking lot. Have to check this out. Have to give him a call. New Jersey eatery bashed by New York Times columnist for supposedly outrageous prices creates a special in his honor. He has a weird own. So they created, this is the Smokehouse Barbecue. And a New York Times guy complained about the prices. And they created a special called the D. Brooks Special, named after the columnist David Brooks, and it's $17.78 for a hamburger, fries, and a double shot of whiskey. That sounds like a great deal. I mean, I would love to have it. I would go up there and have it. I'm not so big on the whiskey, but it's Trenton based. Oh, maybe I could drive up there. A meal cost me $78 at the Newark airport. Well, you're in the airport, dude. Come on. You're in the airport. You got to be out of your mind or super hungry to buy anything there. I hate airports. I hate flying now. I never go. Salary needed to get in lower New Jersey, lower than expected across U.S. Okay. Yeah, we still have some of the highest taxes in the nation, but how much does a single person have to earn to get by in New Jersey? Well, I certainly don't earn it. I am barely hanging on here, but it says here 47K, basically 48K. It's the lowest. I don't know. I think you could live on lower than that. I could probably do it. I think I could probably do it for about 36K. Yeah. Just to get, that would be just scraping by. But, you know, I ain't even near that. Raising Cane, Glassboro sets October planning board review. Okay. Just open it already. I mean, I don't know how long this is going to last, really. Unless those chicken fingers are like off the charts delicious. I kind of want to try it, though. I do like chicken fingers. But it would be nice to have a competitor to Chick-fil-A. COVID concerns renewed in New Jersey, but this isn't 2020 all over again. I can't get into it on YouTube, but I think you know my feelings about this. So, honestly, I don't think, it doesn't feel like people are going to lay down and die this time, so to speak. It sounds like people are going to say no to this kind of stuff. Unless, of course, they don't like science. Move over summer. Pumpkin spice flavors are back in South Jersey and better than ever. I'm not a pumpkin spice guy at all. I don't like pumpkin. In fact, my favorite ice cream place, Royal Crown Ice Cream, ends the year with soft serve pumpkin. Now, I'm sure theirs is delicious if you like pumpkin, but I don't like pumpkin. They could probably put some spice in it, too. What is the spice? Basically cinnamon. A little sugar. So you got Chomsky's Cafe in Winona, Dunkin' Donuts, Krispy Kreme. I love Krispy Kreme. Cafe Noir in Stone Harbor, Starbucks, of course. Umi Sushi and Seafood Buffet, Deptford, open in Deptford. Deliciously new construction. I really want to go here. I mean, and it's a buffet. Oh, they're offering 10% off discount through Halloween. Coupon is on Facebook. Sushi buffet. Is it all you can eat? I gotta assume it is. That sounds like, I mean, Umi's was pretty awesome. Let's see what the coupon says. Come on, coupon. I want my coupon. There we go. We're opening on September 20th. Oh, so it already opened. Grand opening, 10% off. Oh, but it's valid. It's valid for a while, so that sounds great. So yeah, sign me up. Hot pot sushi and seafood buffet. Oh man, that sounds great. These are the healthiest city and towns in New Jersey. Okay, let's take a look. Number 4 is the healthiest in New Jersey, Burlington. Okay. Westwood came in number 3. This is based on searches. People searching. It doesn't mean they're healthy, just because they're searching for a gym or the Mediterranean diet. Number 2, the healthiest city is Freehold. And number 1 is Tinton Falls. So Burlington being really the only South Jersey town in that mix. Oh, Woodbury is number 5. Woodbury's healthy? I guess. I mean, you know, what a weird metric. This small town, population of only 1,100, ranked number 1 as Jersey Shore town. I may have covered this before, but it Seaside Heights was 25, Asbury Park 24, Ocean City is 18, Port Republic was number 1. Crazy. 6 fall productions to see from local South Jersey teachers. South Camden Theater Company, Alabama's Story. It's about a controversial children's book stirring the passions of segregationist state senator and a no-nonsense state librarian in 1959 Montgomery, Alabama. Okay, Masquerade Theater Company in Riverside. It's debuting Black Box Studio with the musical Next to Normal. Okay, ran on Broadway. I never heard of that one. Haddonfield Play and Players in Haddonfield. They present Something Rotten, play set in the 1590s featuring brothers Nick and Nigel Bottom, who set out to write the world's first musical. Okay, and the Ritz Theater, of course, in Haddon Township, will present Ma Rainey's Black Bottom. Written by the late August Wellston, directed by Darrell Thompson Jr. A 2020 adaptation premiered on Netflix starring Viola Davis and the late Chadwick Boseman. Cumberland Players, Vineland, The Bottom of the Lake. Touches on summer camp, campfire memories, and ghost stories. Okay, Morristown Theater Company in Morristown. Production of The Prom is performing there. Director Mark Morgan. A Tony Award-winning Broadway show follows 4 Broadway actors who travel to a small conservative town to help a lesbian student who isn't allowed to bring her girlfriend to the prom. That sounds awful. Okay, whatever. I mean, if that's what you like in theater, I guess. Clothing designer Victor Sandova wants you to respect Atlantic City. That's kind of a cool shirt. Respect Atlantic City. 609, baby. I'm in the 609. It's a trademark as of 2017. So, cool. And finally, food. Food, new restaurants, ice cream, coffee, and grilled octopus. What's new in South Jersey dining? Let's find out. Zaddy's Roast Sandwiches. Okay. It's a Brazilian chef. And it's in Mount Holly. It's a nice looking place. I like it. Nice and bright. I got paper towels on the table and sauce. So zaddysandwiches.com. Okay. I like a sandwich place. Happy Scoops Ice Cream in Voorhees. Can never have enough ice cream places. Hand dipped and soft serve ice cream. Offers ice cream cakes. Floats, waffles, ice cream, sundaes, milkshake, Italian ice, gelati, and various flavors. High Grounds Coffee Roasters in Glassboro. Okay. Yeah, we talked about this one before. They will have plenty of coffee, so I'm going to check that place out. Jersey Goat Grill and Public House, Sicklerville. This is food, including short ribs, seared salmon, grilled in-bone pork chops, steak frites, beef tip stroganoff, are some of the large plate items. Also grilled octopus, grilled wings, fried Brussels sprouts, ahi, tuna, deviled eggs, charred lamb lollipops, short rib stuffed meatballs, watermelon tuna ceviche, Jersey caprese, meat salad, and more. Sounds good. It's in Sicklerville. The Jersey Goat. And Small Bites. North Wildwood Planning Board approved the application. So what is Small Bites? It's on the boardwalk to build 3 outdoor bars with 42 seats. And Hainesport Joint Land Use Board approved the expansion for Lillo's Tomato Pie on the Marne Highway. What town is that? I assume that's also in Wildwood then. Really a lot of good pictures for this article. I don't know. Maybe they didn't load, but it's an interesting take. I'm definitely down for the umi sushi, though. All day long. Sushi. And that's it for me, Tony D, and Little Joan. Thanks for tuning in, Piney. What's going on in South Jersey? A lot of rain today. I'll be back with the live stream at 8 tonight. We're going a little later because I got a family thing. And then catch me next Saturday at FanCon in the Vineland Public Library. It was awesome last year. This year is going to be even more awesome. Don't miss it. Hope to see you there. We'll see you in the next one.